Today's keynote speaker travels more than 150,000 miles a year, making inspiring presentations around the world. We are so fortunate that the pilots flying him here didn't overshoot Lindbergh Field by 150 miles. That would have spoiled everything. Fred Kent is the founder and president of Project for Public Spaces. Where we live, how we all get along down the road is what Mr. Kent spends his time studying. You can read much more about him in his biography in the booklet that is on your table. After decades of meticulous observation and documentation of human behavior in urban environments, after taking and analyzing more than 500,000 photographs of public spaces and their uses in New York City, why he chooses to live there rather than San Diego, I can't figure out. He is well qualified to talk about our topic this year, which is Designs on the Future. We kid about New York, but as they say about New York, if the plane can make it there, it can make it anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, Fred Kent.
What a pleasure. I have to say I do have a strong connection to San Diego. In 1950, my grandmother started coming out here to the amazingly wonderful La Jolla Beach and Tennis Club. And my family's been coming out here ever since. She used to leave Greenwich, Connecticut in the beginning of October, drive out here with some amazing friends, spend the winter, and drive back in April. And she did that for, until she died. And then my parents started doing it, and some of my family are doing it too. So we have not ignored San Diego in any way, shape, or form. And I expect we'll be out a lot more to this amazing place. Balboa Park is one of the 5 greatest places on public spaces in the world. It really is. And it's really that way because of all of you. The care you take for it. There's nothing like it anywhere that we have seen. Central Park has a fairly strong contingency to support it, but it doesn't have the amazing institutions. I remember we got here on Friday night, and we had a meeting at 1:30 here in the park, and we decided, well, we can't wait till 1:30, so at 8:30 we got here for our 1:30 meeting, and of course had a great day. And then Sunday we were going to kind of relax and take off the day, but around noon we decided we had to come back here, so we couldn't stay away. It's such a marvelous place. And one of the little special places, we were wandering around the Prado, and there was this room, and this says Senior Center, and so we go in and we look in, and there were all these people in there talking. And in senior centers, there were a table of about 12 people, and everyone was talking, and everyone was trying to listen. There was no one that wasn't talking or trying to listen. So we got in, we sat down, they gave us a cookie, and we couldn't understand what was going on because everyone was talking. So we finally quietly left. But anyway, I think that's a little bit like all of you are just so passionate that in a way you're all talking about this wonderful park all the time, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to go through a presentation because I'm going to challenge you to really think about the year 2015 for a lot of reasons. But really the most important reason from my point of view is that this is one of the great examples in the world of a very diverse public destination. You can call it a park, you can call it a cultural center, you can call it entertainment. There's so many names that you would wrap around this amazing place, you could call it a zoo. So there's nothing like that. So in a way, your responsibility and challenge is to create, return, focus on what this whole park can be by the year 2015. That is a true challenge, but you owe it to yourselves, you owe it to this region, and you owe it to the world. The world needs to see what an extraordinary place this is, and they need to realize that it takes a whole lot of people to make a place work. And that's what you've done. And so I'm going to build that challenge by focusing a lot, mostly on the central area. We had such a wonderful tour on Saturday, wandering up and down hills and through places that I never thought anyone would go or could go. And we did it with Kim. I don't know if he's here, but that was just an amazing experience. He is. Hi. You were just a gem. Amazing guy. And he has to work here. Can you imagine a life working in this place? What a chore. So anyway, I want to talk about creating Balboa Park of the future. And it really is so exciting what you have here. This is the larger park. And what Mike said about growing the park, absolutely. Olmsted said something about there's the inner park and the outer park. And we always talk about how a park reaches out like an octopus. So in a way, the park really begins 2 or 3 or 4 blocks away from the park. And it reaches out into that, and you have a sense of it, and you're drawn into the park by what you start to feel when you're outside it. So yes, your park is substantially bigger than the boundaries you have, and that's part of the 2015 challenge. This is the core of the park, and truly amazing. You really could spend a week here and never get everything. I'm thinking over the last few days, I think we missed about 75% of what there is to do there. And maybe it was more. So there's every reason to come back again and again and again just to experience this thing. Is there a membership for every museum? Can I become a member of the whole collection of museums so that when I come here I get something, because I need to know that you're all together in this wonderful place, and it's not just one institution and another and another. It's a collective, amazing achievement to have all of you here. So we've been doing this work for a lot of years. We have a job too that is hard to walk away from in any way. So we're always looking at public spaces wherever we go. And I shouldn't tell a story about Kathy, but she grew up in a hotel, and she'll get mad at me, but she, even at the La Jolla Beach and Tennis Club, she found a few things that she could improve, which is hard to imagine. So our question is, you have a place that is all about happiness and community well-being. The amount of smiles that we saw all over this park was just remarkable. The spontaneous smiles, the kind of watching and looking, observing, seeing, and then a smile breaks out. It was just extraordinary. This little event, this is all in one little place. I could have taken 100 places and done the same thing. This amazing group was there, and in the bottom picture, you can see this table where they're doing shiatsu. Well, and then around that shiatsu table, this group was performing, and all these people were watching this group. The baby was there, the couple was hugging, and we could have taken another 10 pictures just there about the amazing diversity of excitement. Are we on the right picture? I'm on the one where the guys like this and the hats.